Panik. Alles gut. Lass ihn einfach gehen. Okay. Ist er weg? Ja, er ist weg. Er ist weg. Er ist weg. Ein Glück. So, jetzt erstmal die Schlaftabletten finden. Okay, die müsste ich dabei haben. Ups, da kommt jemand. Oh Gott. Jetzt aber schnell. Das war echt bescheuert. Scheiße. Okay. Okay, jetzt muss ich nur noch zu dem Kerl, dem die Scheiß... Also ich mag den echt nicht, diesen scheiß Koch. Ohne Witz. Also manchmal ist ja diese KI in dem Spiel echt nervig. Aber auch irgendwie strunzdoof. Aber auch gut. Gut, dass sie strunzdoof ist. Wo war denn jetzt nochmal? Der war doch hier. So, hier, guck mal. Ich habe was für
So,
dich.
have you got him?
Not yet.
Hurry up if you don't want them to find you.
Hä? Jetzt muss ich nochmal zurück. Oh je. Ich scheiß da jetzt einfach drauf. Ich versuche dieses Rad zu finden. Eine Explosion finde ich eh schöner. Ah, okay. Ich verstehe. Der deckt beide Räume ab.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Okay, hier ist irgendwo noch ein Hinweis versteckt. Er kommt. Okay, der bleibt genau da in der Ecke stehen. Das ist eigentlich gar nicht mehr so schlecht. Das heißt, wenn er wieder rüber geht, suche ich diesen scheiß versteckten Hinweis. Gut. Wo bist du? Mein versteckter Hinweis. Da. Ja, damit. Yes! Am Arsch mit den Pillen. Ohne Witz. Soll er auch seine scheiß Pillen selber suchen. So, und der Koch kann mich jetzt auch mal am Arsch lecken. Ich vergas jetzt alle. Ich mache eine riesen Gasexplosion oder... Irgendwas mit Gas mache ich. So. Ja, dann drehen wir mal auf. Yes. Gib ihm. Ja, dann lauf doch.
Got to hide before the guards see me.
Okay, jetzt aber schnell durch die Lüftung. Bescheuerter Plan, ich weiß. Der hat gefühlt alles. Ihr könnt mich! Kreuzweise! Yeah! Endlich! Oh.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
Ich bin in der Medizinkunde kein Profi. Aber
What is the exact
Autismus.
nature of the beast you're running away from?
You've got instinct, a sensitivity for the invisible. It puts you in danger. The creature that is pursuing me is not from our world.
After what I've seen so far on this island, I'm ready to believe you.
Don't do that! Do not believe. Or you'll end up like us all.
What happened to you, Sanders?
The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Chandler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Oh,
No!
Sanders! What the hell? I gotta...
alles klar, dem wurde der Hals umgedreht.
This is insane. What killed him?
Ja, die Matschepampe da, die sie initiiert haben. Okay, okay, okay. Ich glaub... Obwohl... Doch, wir können gehen. Wir wollen ja schließlich noch aus der Anstalt kommen. Oh, Jemine. Da kommt 100 Pro noch eine Hallo.
Damn! The gas! My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Ja. Und Kapitel 6. Erfreuen wir uns doch wieder an diesem schönen, schönen Ladebild. Diesmal erkennen wir sogar was drauf. Und an den kleinen Text. Und weiter geht's.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Warum sind wir wieder im Anwesen?
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
Und es sieht so neu aus. Naja, fast.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Kann ich gehen?
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but
Wo guck ich
that'll
denn
come
hin?
soon.
Wie unhöflich.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
Someone did deface Brendan's statue.
Delinquents. Hoodlums. You got nothing more solid than that?
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital, and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis.
Oh, dies verändert mein
Perhaps I'll
Schicksal.
find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Na dann auf zur Witwe.